Okay, so this is for surface area of a triangular prism. This is your retest. Okay, so first one, big P, we want to find perimeter of the base. So we have to add the sides of our triangles. Okay, so that will be 4 plus 5.2 plus 6.6. So we put that into the calculator. We have 4 plus 5.2 plus 6.6. That will give us 15.8. So this is your answer, letter C. Let's go to number 2. Number 2 says find the area of the base. Okay, so on this one right here, this ends up being a right triangle. I'm going to draw it right here so you can see it. Now that 6.6 is actually this right here, the hypotenuse. But the other two numbers, like 5.2 is your height of this triangle, and the 4 is your base. So I can see a lot of you guys putting this as the base, and we're not going to use that one. So base times height divided by 2. You got to be really careful with these numbers. We got to make sure we're using the right ones. So this right here is 5.2 times 6.6. Divide that by 2. So on this one, 5.2, not the 4. That's supposed to be a 4. So 5.2 times 4, divide that by 2, comes out to 10.4. All right, don't do this. Okay, I just finished talking about that. So we're using these two numbers. Be really careful with that. So that does come out to 10.4, which is letter A. Okay, let's go to number 3. Here we're going to find lateral surface area. Okay, that's big PH. Okay, so once again, we're going to go ahead and use the sides of the triangle, which is 4 plus 5.2 plus 6.6. And the H, the prism height, is the 9. So we're going to multiply that by 9. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that in the calculator. 4 plus 5.2 plus 6.6, close it up, times 9 will give you 142.2. Okay, which is letter D. Let's go to number 4. Total surface area. Okay, big PH plus 2 big B. All right, so once again, okay, we can do this like this and let the calculator do all the work for you. You're going to add your sides. Okay, and then remember that H is your prism height. Multiply that by 4. And then we're going to go plus 2. Okay, and again, right here, remember, this here is your base, and that's the height of the triangle. So it's going to be 4 times 5.2. Divide that by 2. The parentheses is a big deal on this calculator, guys, so be really careful. Okay, so we're going to go parentheses 4 plus 6.6 plus 5.2, close the parentheses, and then multiply that by 4, and then add 2 parentheses. Now, since it's a fraction, I'm going to go ahead and use this right here. Put the cursor back to where it's supposed to be, right there. We're going to go alpha y equals number 1 and put 4 times 5.2. Make sure you put that 0.2 so it can work out. And then in the bottom 2, do not leave that cursor there. Move it to the side. Close it up and it looks like this. Press enter. And let me make sure I did everything correct. Times 4. Okay, that's supposed to be a times 9. So I'm going to copy paste that and fix it. And move right over here and fix this too. And put that 9 in the right place. Okay, so then right here should be 163. Okay, a lot of numbers, you do get confused. I just did. So number 4 is B. Let's go to number 5. Okay, so here we go. We got a new shape. We're going to find big P. And right here is your triangles. So we're going to add our sides. So as you can see, it's 8.1, 8.1, 8.1. Okay, you're going to add 8.1 three times. Let's put that in your calculator. 8.1 plus 8.1 plus 8.1. And we get 24.3, which is letter C. Okay, add in all the sides. Now let's move on to number 6. Number 6 is asking for the big B, area of the base. Notice, look at the picture carefully. Okay, if you did not see this, you probably put something else. Right there it says area of the base. That is actually your big B, 28.4. That's the answer. All right, let's move on. Let's go to lateral surface area, big PH. So on this one, okay, we're going to go 8.1 plus 8.1, add all the sides of the triangle, and then we're going to multiply that by the prism height, which is 12. So when we put this into the calculator, okay, we can actually, no, I better not. Let me just do it. It will be 8.1 plus 8.1 plus 8.1, close the parentheses, and multiply that by 12. And we get 291.6, which is letter D. All right, let's move on to number 8, total surface area. Okay, so again, 8.1 plus 8.1 plus 8.1, multiply that by the 12, prism height, plus 2 times 28.4. Okay, 28.4. Okay, again, remember that prism height is the 12, and big B is area of the base. All right, let's put that in the calculator very carefully. All right, so I'm going to copy paste and put plus 2 times 28.4. Enter. Comes out to 348.4. Okay, which is letter C. All right, let's go to number 9. It says find the lateral surface area of a triangular prism. The sides of the right triangular prisms measure. Okay, they even said this again. So 5, 10, and 13 centimeters. The height of the prism is 5 centimeters. Okay, so that's your prism height, right? Prism height. Okay, so on this one right here, we can just get started with it because they gave us the side. We're not doing this. Okay, so you're just going to add the sides. It'll be 5 plus 10 plus 13, and then we're going to multiply that by 5. And that gets us our answer. Okay, I'll clear that out. Parentheses, 5 plus 10 plus 13 times 5. That should give you 140. Okay, which is letter A. All right, so let's look at the next one. Last one. What is the total surface area of the inside and outside of a container in the shape of an equilateral triangular prism with a triangular base? Okay, so they gave you the base of 12 on each side. Area of the base. Okay, so they already gave you big B. It's 30.2 square meters, and the height of the prism is 4.6. Okay, so round to the nearest 10th. Okay, so they gave you a lot of information here. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's draw the triangle. The base is 12, and it's equilateral, so that means that all of them are 12. Okay, then they told you that the big B is 30.2 square meters, so you don't have to worry about big B. And then the prism height is 4.6 meters. Okay, so this is all you need to do this. So your formula, big PH plus 2 big B All right, so you got to go 12 plus 12 plus 12. Prism height right here is 4.6 plus 2, and then big B is actually this right here. And you're just going to multiply that by 30.2. Okay, so we're going to put this in the calculator. We're going to go 12 plus 12 plus 12, close parentheses, times 4.6 plus 2 times 30.2. Okay, and we get 226 out of it. Let's see if that's correct. 226 is letter A. Let me see, did I do anything wrong? 4.6 prism height, 2 times 30. Oh, okay, so that's not the answer. I just realized it because if I go back to the problem, they're asking for what is the total of the area inside and outside. So we did one, you could say we did the outside, but that 226, we're going to have to multiply that by 2. Okay, so let me get my calculator out again. 226 times 2 will give you 452. And that should be your answer. And yes, it is letter B. Ooh, that got me. I forgot about the problem. We got to make sure we understand that we're looking for inside and outside. So we got to multiply that by 2. All right, hopefully this helps.